What's up, everyone? Justin here to do my Impact on Pop Total NonStop Deletion review. I did a live reaction to the entire Total NonStop Deletion match, so check out that live reaction. It's pretty long, but that's how long the match was. I enjoyed watching it. It was pretty damn fun to watch. So here's my Twitter poll. Asking everybody that watched it, rate tonight's Total NonStop Deletion, not the entire episode, but just the match, because that lasted like 50 minutes, maybe an hour. Was the main event of the show, was Total NonStop Deletion. So rate it A+, B, C, or D-. So far 50% gave it a A+, 50% gave it an A+, 33% gave it a C, 17% gave it a D- so far. So far A+ is winning the poll results with 50% of the vote. Let's see if it's trending. I don't see Total NonStop Deletion trending. Oh well. Maybe it trended earlier. I didn't really see it trending. Anyways, I'm going to check if it is trending again. I don't see it. It's not trending. But maybe it'll trend later. Whatever. Here's my review. It's not going to be long. It's not going to be a long review because I did a live reaction on the entire Total NonStop Deletion match. Here's my review. It kicked off with Senior Benjamin, Broken Matt's father-in-law, Senior Benjamin, reading a statement in Spanish. Viewer discretion is advised, stuff like that. And then we had the news. We had a news report. I believe the guy's a real news reporter, I think, in Cameron, North Carolina. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he's hired. Maybe he's an actor. I don't know. Anyways, we have a news report from Cameron, North Carolina News. A news report on final Total NonStop Deletion, the Apocalypto tag team match. News report on it. Then they go out to a woman news reporter at the Hardy compound. She's talking on the mic like she's doing a live news report. And then Jeff Hardy, one of his new characters that he created, Itchweed. I'm not joking, that's his name. Itchweed. I-T-C-H-W-E-E-E-D. Itchweed. That's pretty damn funny, that name, Itchweed. Once I heard it, I couldn't stop laughing. So Itchweed, one of Jeff's new characters, is being interviewed. Then he starts turning on a weed whacker, and the woman reporter gets scared to death and runs away. So an appearance by Itchweed. Yes, Itchweed would be in action later and have a match inside the warehouse in the Hardy compound. So then we go to Broken Matt and Brother Nero come out to the ring and cut a promo. The crowd is chanting, delete, 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 delete. It's damn funny. And the crowd that was in that warehouse, a lot of them are probably indie guys. That's just my guess. Because at one moment during the show, Eddie Edwards got thrown into the crowd and took out a whole bunch of the fans. They were probably indie guys that took that bump. I doubt they were real fans. So, but it was still cool. A lot of those fans were more passionate and louder than the Impact Zone fans inside the Hardy compound in the warehouse. That's at least what I thought. They sounded louder than the Impact Zone fans. As I said, maybe a lot of them were indie guys. And they were told to be loud. I don't know. So Matt, Brother Nero, and Broken Matt come out, cut a promo inside the Hardy compound warehouse. And then out comes Rockstar Spud. He comes out to the ring, starts yelling, starts saying, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you and your damn kid. Or I think he said that. He said, I'm sick of you and hearing your damn, and I'm sick of your kid. He's talking to Broken Matt. Rockstar Spud is yelling at Matt, I'm sick of you, I'm sick of your kid getting more TV time than me. And your kid's more over than me. So then Broken Matt says, you want a match with Maxo, King Maxo? Well, you're going to get a Rockstar Spud. And out comes Maxo to make his TNA wrestling debut. I'm not joking. Matt's son, Maxwell, made his debut. The kid's like, I think 2 years old. At least he looks 2 years old. So the kid walks to the ring, gets in the ring, of course. They probably pre-taped all of this. The kid's walking back and forth in the ring, started going like this at one point, and that was pretty funny. Then the crowd's chanting delete when Maxwell was doing the delete sign. That was damn funny. And then the match starts. Rockstar Spud versus Maxwell. And Maxwell's in-ring debut as probably the youngest wrestler on earth making his debut. At 2 years old, or whatever he is. 1.5, I don't know. So then, anyways, Rockstar Spud gets tased. Rockstar Spud gets tased from behind by Senior Benjamin. Rockstar Spud falls to the mat. He's out cold. And then Maxwell climbs on top of Rockstar Spud. Rockstar Spud has to go like this and hold Maxwell down because the kid would have probably got up. He doesn't know what the hell he's involved in. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He doesn't even know what a wrestling ring is. So Maxwell's on top of Rockstar Spud. Spud's holding him down. 1, 2, 3. The referee counts 3. Maxwell wins his in-ring pro wrestling debut. As ridiculous as that sounds, Maxwell did win his in-ring debut. And that's pretty hilarious in my opinion. That's pretty damn funny. So, Spud loses to Maxwell in the first match. Then up next, we had the Rock and Roll Express show up because they want to be in tag team Apocalypto. They want to be in it. So the Rock and Roll Express shows up. Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, tag team icons. Really good team in the 80s. 5-time NWA tag champs. Rock and Roll Express are legends. They show up, Broken Matt lets them, opens the door. Broken Matt says, "Oh my God, it's the Express that rock and rolls." Instead of calling them Rock and Roll Express, Broken Matt says, "It's the Express that rock and rolls." And he goes, "You want to be in this? Okay." And then he goes, "You want anything? Do you?" And this is Broken Matt talking, saying, "Do you want anything? Do you want any fruits, vegetables, meats? Or do you want anything? I'll give it to you." And then Ricky Morton says, yes. Says, "I will take a beer." And then, I guess because he's an alcoholic. I don't know. So, Ricky Morton wanted a beer. So then, they go in the house and they go to commercial. Coming back from a commercial, Saraya, former TNA Knockouts champion, Saraya, she was very good on the indies. And now she's a TNA Knockout. Saraya says she wants Rosemary right now tonight, and she wants to win the Knockouts title back. Well, Rosemary is not there because she was banned. Rosemary was banned. Sadly, Rosemary was banned from the Hardys compound. So she did not appear tonight. That sucked. Because I would have liked to see her appear in total NonStop Deletion, but I guess she was really banned. She could have snuck in, but they didn't do that. So Saraya doesn't have an opponent, and then out comes Vanguard 1, the drone. Vanguard 1 comes out to the ring, flying around the ring, in the middle of the ring, flying, and Saraya's staring up at it like she's going to have to wrestle it, which was pretty ridiculous and just craziness. But the whole episode was ridiculousness, but it was damn good. It was funny, and I enjoyed it. So Saraya doesn't have an opponent. The referee says the Vanguard 1, the drone, "You're out of here. Get out of here." So the ref throws the drone out of the match. So the drone leaves, and then out comes ODB appears. ODB, former TNA Knockout, appears. She says to the camera, "The bitch is back." ODB against Saraya. So Saraya wins. Saraya is now the number 1 contender for the Knockouts title. Up next we had the Helms Dynasty back in the Hardys compound somewhere talking to Broken Matt. The Helms Dynasty, Gregory Helms, Trevor Lee, Andrew Everett. Helms Dynasty talking to Broken Matt says they have arrived and they want to be in this. So Matt Hardy agrees. Broken Matt agrees and says, you want in Apocalypto, you're in it. And then Jeff is making his debut. They said a new character from Jeff Hardy's mind is making his debut next against a jobber, some job guy. I forgot his name. I apologize. I don't know his name. Jeff comes out dressed really odd, just dressed like a nutcase. He looked like a crazy person how he's dressed. So Jeff comes out dressed like a nut, and he is, who is he? Making his debut. He's Itchweed. It was Itchweed making his TNA debut. Itchweed. That's ITCHW 3 E's EEED. Itchweed makes his debut and wins. And then after the match, he gets out his weed whacker in the ring like he's gonna cut the guy up, like he's in CZW, because they like to do that there. At least they used to. Like to use weed whackers on each other, which was totally ridiculous and garbage. That wasn't wrestling, that was garbage. Anyways, so Itchweed's acting like he's going to use his weed whacker. Of course, he didn't use it on the guy because that would be almost like a murder and a real assault. Anyways, Itchweed uses the weed whacker on the back of the guy's shirt. He turns around, his shirt's all ripped up in pieces. That was pretty funny. Now the TNA World title match. Yes, we had a TNA World title match on Total Nonstop Deletion inside the warehouse, inside the six-sided ring. So TNA World title on the line. Eddie Edwards defending against Bobby Lashley, the former champion, inside the Hardy's compound warehouse. And outside they had a four-sided ring. Inside they had the six-sided ring. World title match, pretty damn entertaining. Very good match. Both guys busted their ass, in my opinion. It was a good, very good world title match. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, but it was. So this spot was pretty insane. Eddie jumped off the apron. Lashley caught him like this. Had him in a powerbomb position. Then Lashley throws Eddie into the crowd. Throws Eddie Edwards into the first 4 rows, takes out all the fans that are in the first 4 rows. They take a bump and fall down. That was pretty epic and pretty damn funny. Again, I think those guys that caught Eddie and fell down, I think they were indie workers, because I don't think fans would agree to that or whatever. A fan could say, sure, I'll catch Eddie, and then they could end up trying to sue TNA and Matt Hardy for doing that. So it's probably indie guys. So powerbomb throws Eddie Edwards into the crowd. That was pretty awesome. And then Lashley, before they went to commercial, a very weak looking Raw in the Hardy's compound. Lashley spears Eddie Edwards through the wall. Spears him through the wall. That was insane. That was an awesome spot. That is very cool to see. All the years of me watching wrestling, over 30 years, I've never seen another wrestler spear another wrestler through a wall. That was insane. Very cool spot. So then they go to commercial, and the world title match is still going on, but they're fighting outside the warehouse on the Hardy's compound. They are still fighting for the world title. They're still going at it outside. So then Total Nonstop Deletion starts. Some guys that I'm not going to talk about it long because I talked about it a lot in my live reaction video for Total Nonstop Deletion. But the teams that showed up, DCC, James Storm showed up with some guy, I didn't know who the hell he was. He had a DCC mask on. He showed up. He got James Storm and DCC eliminated. And James Storm started yelling after it, saying, I don't know this guy, I'm not even with him. Decay was in it, Crazy Stephen Abyss, the Hardys were in it, defending the tag titles, Rock and Roll Express were in it, or as Matt likes to call them, the Express that rock and rolls. Helms Dynasty was in it. and some other guys, something brothers. I forget their first name. Some brother tag team was in it also. And then there was a lot of job guys outside the gate of the Hardy's compound. A lot of job guys were coming into the match, and Decay was destroying them all. And Abyss and Crazy Steve, Abyss double chokeslammed some job guys, kicked one of them in the balls, some fat guy with a wrestling mask. Then Abyss picked up a giant rock and supposedly smashed it over the fat guy's head. So then he was eliminated by that way. And then at one time, Ricky Morton and Jeff Brother Nero were on cherry pickers up above the ring next to each other, fighting in cherry pickers. That was insane. Then we had an appearance by Road Warrior Animal. That was insane. He looked up at Ricky Morton and said, "Is that you up there, Ricky Morton?" That was funny. Then they left Ricky Morton trapped. They left him way up in the air, and they just let him sit there. And they wouldn't let him down because Broken Matt lifted the cherry picker, so Ricky Morton was trapped like 30 feet up in the air. And then they cut the lights out on him, and then he's talking to himself saying, "Come on, guys, let me down. Please let me down." Stuff like that. That was pretty damn funny. So anyways, also, not only an appearance by Road Warrior Animal, but an appearance by the Hurricane. Gregory Helms became the Hurricane and decided to help Broken Matt. Hurricane decided to help Broken Matt. They both hit the Helms Dynasty with shovels, and they buried them, then they were throwing dirt on them. And then Broken Matt says to the camera, just like the guy with the 3 H's, he would love burying young talent. He loves burying young talent. And Broken Matt went like this. That was a shot at Triple H. Obviously, he's talking about the guy with 3 H's, loves to bury young talent. He would love this. And then Broken Matt went like this. That was a shot at Triple H. And that was pretty damn funny. And who knows? When Matt Hardy was in WWE, he probably saw it firsthand. He probably saw Triple H holding young guys down and holding them back. Because that's what he did between 2002 and 2005. He held a lot of guys down. Anyways, Total Nonstop Deletion. This Impact on Pop episode was awesome. My favorite Impact on Pop episode of the year. The best Impact on Pop episode of 2016, in my opinion, was tonight's Total Nonstop Deletion. Very entertaining. The stuff they did in Total Nonstop Deletion, I said on my live reaction video, stuff they have done I've never seen before in wrestling. And I've been watching 30 years. It was very innovative, very entertaining. Because there's something that has never been done before in wrestling. I've seen everything there is to see in wrestling. I've seen everything in storylines and high spots and crazy stunts. I have seen it all. So nothing really shocks me or surprises me anymore, sadly. The only thing that recently really surprised me, really shocked me, was Goldberg Lesnar and that finish. That shocked me because I didn't see that coming. So props to WWE for doing that because it was shocking for the fans that watched. Hope you enjoyed this Total Nonstop Deletion Impact on Pop review. This will probably be my last Impact on Pop review of 2016, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at WWE NXT Guy. Also, subscribe to my YouTube, like my videos, comment on my videos, and share my videos. I would appreciate it if you did that. Tomorrow I'll be back with the NFL Week 15, I think. Week 15 picks. And then Saturday I will be doing my Ask WWE NXT Guy video. Twitter followers that ask me questions that I got today, I will be doing that show on Saturday, answering their questions. Whoever sent questions, thank you all for sending the questions. Bye for now, everybody.